Peanut butter jelly dog.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen, where today we're going to be making Henry's college on a budget peanut butter and jelly sandwich. College can be a very difficult time for a young person, especially if you're away from home. You're learning new things about your bodies and just, maybe experimenting with things that might be a little bit sensitive. And so this is just a basic recipe that gives you all the nutrition you need at an affordable price. It's an old take on a new classic. It's called the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. First thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven to 300 degrees. And we're just going to start by pre-softening our peanut butter. Just lightly grease a foil-lined cookie sheet so it doesn't stick. You're going to take 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. If you don't pre-soften it, it's pretty much impossible to spread. Now, I was reading recently about how apparently the human population is literally double what it was in 1970. Which means that according to supply and demand, the value of one human life now is about half of what it would have been 50 years ago. So a fun thing would be if somebody told you that you were a worthless human being, you could come back and say, well, technically, you're right. Okay, we're going to put this in the oven for 5 minutes. Okay, that's looking nice and soft. Okay, now we're just going to take one of our bread slices and we're going to start spreading our peanut butter on it. Like so. Then we're going to use 2 tablespoons of jelly. I'm using strawberry jelly, but you can use any kind you want. As a matter of fact, Elvis Presley, the singer, used to use peanut butter and bananas. But that didn't work out for him, though, because apparently when doctors found him dead on a toilet seat, they found 40 pounds of dried fecal matter impacted in his colon. So I definitely wouldn't use bananas. Okay, so at this point you should have 2 slices of bread in front of you, one with peanut butter and one with jelly. If you do not have this, please go back in the video and see if you missed a step somewhere. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 pieces of bread and I'm going to push them together to make a sandwich. Now what's going to be tricky about it though is that if I don't do it quickly, the peanut butter and the jelly is going to run all over the fucking table. So I actually recommend taking 2 blank slices of bread and practicing with those just until you get the hang of it. Anyway, here we go. Okay, now finally we're going to cut our sandwich in half. There's 3 methods for this. There's the French and the English. In England they cut it straight across, but in France they go diagonal, so there's 2 triangles left. I like the French version just because I think it tastes better, so we're going to start from the top corner here. Very carefully. Okay.
She says she wants to Uber home now, 'cause you're just not her type of guy. But she still wants to be your friend, and if she meets her Mr. Right, then maybe you
Did you ever look at the game for the king? I thought it was very fun, and I think you would think so as well. Then again, I have friends to play with. Forsen is better.
For the king. Yeah, I know what game that is.
And the best part is that this meal is going to cost you less than $5 to put together. Well, thanks for joining me, everybody, and I want to say a special thank you to all the patrons on Patreon/Henry's Kitchen for keeping this series going. So tune in next time when I'm going to make something else.
'Cause she's got better things to do than to hang around with you. She's got other ways she'd rather spend her time.
Other ways.